When you appear for jury duty, how do you know what's actually going to happen? And more importantly, how do you know what you have to do as a juror in a civil lawsuit here in the state of New York? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. Many people have never been on a jury before. Many people have never been asked to deliberate, to decide, and judge who is more likely right than wrong. So where do they learn about what to do during the course of jury duty? Well, besides watching some canned films and reading some pamphlets, I'll tell you what happens. You're sent into a room of 25 or 30 people, and now it's an opportunity for you literally to apply for a job. You're applying to the attorneys to sit as a juror on one of these cases. It might be an accident case, it might be a medical malpractice case, it might be a wrongful death case. You're sitting in a room and now you're listening to an attorney ask questions of your fellow jurors. And you might be asking yourself, why are we asking the jury questions? We're asking them because literally you are applying for a job. And the job is, hey, I'm going to be deciding who is more likely right than wrong. You're there to evaluate the evidence, to listen to all the testimony that comes in, to observe the witnesses, to decide in your own mind who's right and who's wrong. We want to know who you are, where you came from. Do you have any prejudices? Are you prejudging anything that might come up in this particular case? Has anything in your background influenced you or might influence you in this particular case? But what do you actually do as a juror? The reality is you are going to be sitting in the jury box in your assigned seat each and every day. And there are certain procedures and protocols that go on that you'll quickly learn during the course of trial. You'll hear attorneys making objections, and now the judge has to decide legally whether or not certain questions can be asked, whether the witness can answer the questions, whether certain evidence can be admitted so that you, the jury, can actually see and evaluate that piece of evidence. So really, you need a guide. You need somebody to help you navigate this no man's land that you've never been to before. And you rely on a number of people. You rely on the attorneys that you encounter during jury selection. You rely on the attorneys during the course of trial. And very importantly, you're going to rely on the judge who's going to give you very specific instructions at the beginning of the case, throughout the trial, as well as at the very end of the case. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an inside look at what happens when you're called for jury duty and you're wondering, what am I going to do there the entire time? Who's going to help me understand my job, my duties, my obligation as a juror in this civil case? You know, I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need to be answered first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.